Well, fans, here we are, another one of the triple main events here, and this is the big one. This is for the gold for the MMWA and the SICW championship. Dave Vaughn is going to have his work cut out for him here tonight, defending that title against the very comparable Danny Boy, who is no stranger to that squared circle. And at this time, we'd like to welcome our good friend here to the microphone once again, Larry Matasek. It's always a pleasure to have you in East Carondelet.
And here I am, reverse rolling cradle right out of the barrel by Dave Vaughn. He couldn't hold Danny Boy down. They look at each other. Herb, this could be a different kind of match. This might be shades of Jack Briscoe, Dory Funk Jr., Pat O'Connor, Lou Thez. A little bit of science, not so much rough stuff, but it might be just as tough and just as hard and certainly just as strenuous. Two good wrestlers.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to pick your brain. What are you expecting out of this match? Because both of these men can really mix it up if they have to. Both very scientific wrestlers, and the crowd seems to like it.
Well, it's something different than the crowd always likes that, and you like to see two good competitors. I give you credit for this, Herb, because you're the promoter on the show and you put this together. You didn't worry about good guy, bad guy, and all that stereotypical stuff. You put the two best men in there for the title. Danny Boy has fought his way back into contention. Dave Vaughn's proven to be a very resilient champion. And right now it's Danny Boy with the head scissors on Vaughn, but Vaughn trying to pop out of that head scissors into the side headlock. Nice wrestling by Dave Vaughn. Excellent job.
And Dave Vaughn now with Danny Boy on the canvas. Fans, don't forget Saturday night, October the 9th. Wrestling returns to South Broadway back here on October the 23rd with great matches already in the making as Danny Boy working on that reverse armbar on the champion. And Larry, it's always, when you have a match like this, you know, Danny Boy got this title shot because of Gary Jackson's overzealousness last month, getting himself disqualified. And I know you were here earlier and heard him. He's not at all happy about that.
Well, he might not be happy, but he's not in the ring. And if he keeps winning, he might get a chance to take on whoever wins this match. Excellent exchange of holds. Right now, it's a feeling out process. They're trying to see how strong are your fundamentals. What are the strong points? What points are your weak points? Where can I attack? Danny Boy has a little bit the edge right now, but Dave Vaughn counters into an armbar. Right now, just an excellent scientific match. It's a chess match. Remember the name Garden Sola used to be the famous announcer of the wrestling from Atlanta and in Florida. He always called it the human chess match. And I think that's what you're going to see right now between Danny Boy and Dave Vaughn. Oh, figure four arm lock. We didn't have it on long because Vaughn was able to get into a cradle. Danny hasn't quite caught the arm the way he'd like to get it for that figure four arm lock, short arm scissors, but he's close. And right now he has control of Dave Vaughn's body. This is a hard match. Who do you cheer for? Because I think the people like and respect them both.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. As I said, Danny Boy is no stranger to that squared circle. Has held those titles numerous times himself. Dave Vaughn, as you said, has proven that he is the champion because he never backs down from anybody. And I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing here tonight.
Excellent bridge right there to get his shoulders up by Dave Vaughn. Vaughn's still caught in the arm lock. He's on top. He manages to counter and comes up with an arm bar of his own. It's that human chess match, but that's what makes it so much fun. That's what makes wrestling what it is when it's at the upper levels. You don't know what's going to happen. You can't pick one man over the other. What would be the Las Vegas betting line on this match? I mean, it'd be pretty much even. Vaughn has the edge because he has the belt. Danny Boy has to win to get the belt. Elbow missed by Vaughn. Catches Danny Boy coming up. Oh, flying heads is a beautiful move by Danny Boy. Side headlock over the hip. Beautiful wrestling by Danny Boy on Dave Vaughn. We've seen both men excel at this point.
Well, and I think you're right, Larry. I think both men are kind of treading the water here. They're testing each other out to see how far they can push that envelope. And that was a show over right there. But look at just that quick. Dave Vaughn comes back over that head scissors.
You know who has a tough match in this one? It's really the referee. Because sometimes the punching and the slugging and the kicking, yeah, that's hard to control. But in a match like this where they're up and down and moving around so much, the referee's always got to stay right on top of everything. Let me tell you, referee Jim Harris is going to get a big workout in this match himself.
Well, yeah, and I think this match you're going to see, it's going to come down to that 3 count, and that can happen so quick.
Oh, I would expect nothing else. I would be shocked really to see any type of submission win out unless the match went on for a longer period of time and maybe one person tweaked his knee or hurt his ankle or something like that. I would expect, yeah, this match is going to come down to a wrestling move. Beautiful fireman's carry by Danny Boy on Dave Vaughn.
Danny Boy now with that outstretched arm, back and forth. I'll tell you, this is a match that, as you said, the Lou Thezes, the Pat O'Connors, Jack Briscoes, Haven't seen matches like this in a long, long time.
And the fans appreciate a clean break. Something a little bit different, but the crowd is wrapped with it. They're very attentive. Sure, they're not screaming and yelling, but I'll tell you, they were screaming and yelling enough when Travis was out here, when Ron Powers and the Big Texan. What an upset with the Big Texan coming up with a pin over Ron Powers, controversial though it may have been. Nice edge of a spinning toe, can't quite get it. Vaughn's able to kick out. He comes up on top of Vaughn. Arm ripped by Vaughn. Clothesline, that's legal with the forearm. Going for the pin. That referee had to get down there, and the referee was right down, belly down.
Well,
make Joe Schoenberger happy.
Well, and I think Dave Vaughn just kind of stole my thoughts because you see how quick he jumped down there for that cover.
And you also see how quickly Danny Boy got on his belly. Even though Vaughn's in control with that front headlock, Danny Boy very quickly got over on his stomach to at least protect his shoulders, even if he was still under attack by Dave Vaughn. Good match, Herb.
Good match, and I'll tell you.
You and I could do this. Be a little bit slower.
Oh, yeah, a lot slower, believe me, with me there. But, you know, I don't know if you heard, Ron Powers came out after his match, and there was kind of a, I could sense a little disgruntledness, and he mentioned to Danny Boy as they was walking out of the ring at the end of that match. He said, I thought you had my back. And then he comes out here telling me he don't know who he can trust.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me. Danny Boy, oh, look, here we go, crisscross. Arm drag, beautifully done by Dave Vaughn. You're seeing some fine wrestling, some fine athleticism right here by Dave Vaughn, the champion, and Danny Boy, the challenger.
And Danny Boy getting to his feet now. Yes, I'm impressed, and I think the crowd here is impressed to seeing a match like this. You can hear him applaud that arm drag that he did.
They cheer for both men, but you really cheer the move almost at this point. Danny Boy catches him in the stomach, side suplex. Danny Boy going for a pin. He's got him down, 1-2, but Dave Vaughn gets a shoulder up. That side sweep suplex. You used to see a gentleman by the name of Dan Hodge. Probably not too many people up here would remember him. And we're going way back into the 50s and 60s, but he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Possibly the finest amateur wrestler ever in the history of the United States. Went to the Olympics, got a gold medal. That was his finisher, that side sweep suplex, and that's just what Danny Boy has used to stun Dave Vaughn.
Well, and I think these guys are still in the feeling out mode here. Reverse elbows to the midsection. Clothesline misses. Oh, a nice shoulder tackle takes Danny Boy down.
Another forearm, that's legal. He's got the forearm in there. No rules even been nearly broken by this point. Vaughn threw an elbow. Danny Boy was able kind of to get out of the way. Danny's a little staggering on it. Enziguri. A move by Antonio Inoki. Try for a pin. And at 2, Danny Boy gets that shoulder up on Dave Vaughn. Vaughn pulled something out of the bag of tricks, didn't he, there?
Well, it looked like he was stepping up a gear there. Taking it, too. He must have felt he was sensing that Danny Boy was weakening and was trying to take advantage of it. And that's what a champion will do.
That's what you have to do. You've got to look for that moment. There's a prime moment or two in every match. And the guys that can take advantage of that 1 or 2 moments, they're the ones that become champions. They're the ones that get in the main events on your cards and shows all over the country.
They back up into the corner. Referee calls for the break and kind of cautious here.
Clean break again by Danny Boy and Dave Vaughn.
Something you don't see a lot of, folks. You are actually seeing for a long, long time a true wrestling match right here in East Carondelet tonight. The champion Dave Vaughn with the title on the line against Danny Boy.
Pat yourself on the back, Herb. It's a good match. A little test of strength here between Danny Boy and Dave Vaughn. Danny Boy might have the leverage edge here. Vaughn going down. Oh, beautiful bridge by Vaughn. Look at that bridge by Vaughn. Vaughn coming back up. Oh, Danny Boy pushed back. Now, it's Danny Boy. Look out. Vaughn getting the advantage in a bridge by Danny Boy. Can Danny Boy manage to get up? That's tough. He's down. Right now, Vaughn has the edge and comes over the top. Here's a chance. Here's that opening. 1. Whoa. Danny Boy hooked the shoulders. Look out. Oh, that was close. That was close both ways.
And comes up with a side headlock. Both of these men showing the ability to do whatever it takes. And right now, both of them men's got to be saying, what's it going to take? What do we got to do to win this match?
He was going for a backdrop. Danny Boy got away. Oh, sidewalk slam by Dave Vaughn. Just because you're seeing scientific wrestling doesn't mean that it won't hurt. They're having a knockdown, drag-out match without breaking a single rule. Amazing.
10 minutes now, 20 minutes remaining.
10 minutes, and as you said, not one rule, a spear by the champ.
This could be it. Count of one. Oh, foot's on the rope. Danny Boy had to save himself. Nothing wrong with that. Dave Vaughn hit his favorite spear, but Danny Boy got his foot on the rope to save himself. Danny's in trouble. He's hurting a little bit. He's vulnerable here. Look out, Vaughn sees it coming. Vaughn sees it coming. Here comes the spear. Oh, he missed. Shoulder first into the buckle. Drop kick by Danny Boy. Vaughn's in trouble. Vaughn's in trouble. Another drop kick by Danny Boy. Vaughn hanging on the ropes. Here comes Danny for another. Oh, man, he landed right. What happened? Look out. I think Danny's hurt.
Danny Boy tried that third drop kick as Dave Vaughn, the champ, was up over. This could be it. Dave Vaughn roll him over and get a 3 count here. Referee's telling Dave Vaughn to hold back.
Danny's hurt. He caught that on it. Caught that on his groin, and then when he came down, he yanked his shoulder. Danny Boy's hurt, I think. Oh, he's hurting. Dave Vaughn looking. He's not attacking. Give him credit. He's a sportsman. The referee, Jim Harris, explaining. I think he might be stopping the match, or I don't think Danny Boy can go on. I think he's hurt.
Oh, now look at this. The champ going over to check on him.
Going up and get the...
We're going to get the announcement. I believe Dave Vaughn is going to be the winner here if Danny Boy can't continue. Now he's singing. Now Dave Vaughn's saying ring the bell. The champ.
Vaughn shaking his head, but yeah, the champ's going to get this. Danny Boy can't continue. That means Dave Vaughn will be awarded the victory. Danny's still down. Dave Vaughn.
What a true competitor. What a true champion. He's over there checking on Danny Boy.
Let's get the official announcement. This Danny Boy is hurt.
At 11 minutes and 30 seconds, the referee has requested to stop the match for a win for Dave Vaughn. Dave Vaughn has declined the victory by this method. This is a no contest.
Whoa! Boy, you talk about a championship.
You've got to give him credit for that. Now where's Travis Cook? Wait, Travis, go away, Travis. Danny still...
What in the world is Travis doing out here? I mean, we see a great match like that, and then...
What Sam Hill was that? You know, as far as I'm concerned, they should have this card sponsored by No-Nos because that match was the cure for insomnia. Now, I guess Mr. Larry Madison, Mr. Old School, I guess that's what you call an old school scientific wrestling match. Is that what that is?
It was a great match, you have to admit it. It was a great wrestling match. Can your guys do that?
That match bored me to tears, Larry Madison. Now, the worst part, of course we can do that. We're great athletes, we can do anything we want to, but the thing that was the worst part of it all was Danny Boy gets hurt because I guess he slipped, he stumbled, whatever. And Dave Vaughn proved the single reason that I fired him a year and a half ago because he didn't have the killer instinct to follow up on something like that. That's why he's not a real champion. That's why that is not a real championship belt, because the Heritage Wrestling Coalition champion, Donovan Ruddock, he would have put him away. He would have put Vaughn away. He would have put either one of them away. And in fact,
Well, fans, all I can tell you, and Tim Miller, what a hell of a match that was. What a wrestling match.
Unbelievable, scientific classic. But Travis Cook, we're going to try to listen in on this.
But championship caliber athletes, something that neither one of those two can claim to be.
Hang on a second.